Yet again, somehow I keep crashing. Nice. Flare gun. Could totally use this. Even better that I'm right here. Oh, I forgot about my airdrop. Whoa, I didn't even know. I didn't even remember about this. So shocking. And a 4x scope to ruin my day. No way. How do I not base? Like, dude. They AR suppressor, unfortunately. Dang it. I don't know why I just ran over to drop this off over here. When he had an AR suppressor in his bag also. I highly doubt I'll be using an AR anytime soon, so... Oh man, I totally didn't even bother checking and dropping all this. Hold up. Oh, what a solid way to crash my stream just because you're a bitch. Oh wait, never mind. Sorry, you're a pedophile. Just roaming around, claiming to be me. Oh look, the pedophile got mad that he used my face instead of his own. Or a rendition. Crack doesn't mean I'm not gonna be talking shit the whole time, or talking trash the whole time. You have a bunch of pedophiles running around. Oh, I just lost sight of this guy. It was a chick. It's so epic. Like that, but that's cool. Well, it was probably an actual guy just using a chick character. Haha, that's even more hilarious. Oh, well, the lag is way too heavy here. I don't know why it became so laggy. They didn't add anything major to any of these maps to cause any lag like this. Like, it's just outrageous. It's like the lamest excuses made by companies for their money laundering being caught. I wonder where the sniper's at. Thought that was like on the other side of the island, but it's really only like 100 meters out. Gotta make it look good. Actually, oh whoa! I didn't even notice I had an 8x scope now. Alright, that would have been a dead giveaway. As to where I had just ditched all the loot that I didn't want anyone to get. Wonder if I'll see anyone anywhere. There? Wonder if there's a person near. Okay, there we go. It's over in this area. No! Almost as I landed the second shot. As I almost landed the second shot. I almost landed the second shot. I don't even know how I was trying to say that. I just kind of stammered and got messed over by all these lags. All these laggers and pedophiles. Pedophile countries, what do they expect? Part of the U.S. All considered pedophile countries. Oh boy, I almost killed 20 enemies at the military base already. I did not even know it was that close. makes me wonder how close I am to this. $142. I think last time. Still even takes like a good 3 hours just to load in. 21 minutes left. Oh, that's not bad. No, dude. Game. Stop glitching, dude. I hate this game when it does this. It's like one of the most buggy games I've ever known of, and it's like 50 years old. What the fuck, dude? Just because everyone else doesn't know it's 50 years old doesn't mean I should get penalized. Stop regulating my fucking connection. Hell out of my stuff. Just because I can't catch you guys doesn't mean I'm not going to be complaining about it. Dude, I'm getting sick and tired of your shit. Just get the fuck out of my face. You and your pedophiles should have been dead already anyways. It's so disgusting when pedophiles show up and cause even more damage just because they're annoying. Hi, welcome to the show. Sorry. Just raging out on some garbage that thinks that it's a joke to harass me how they're harassing me. Sorry. And it's not even on stream, which is even worse. Can't wait till I can figure out a way to put this like onto my stream as like evidence against these people for once I can actually track their connection. I doubt you could track them enough to get them into trouble, because then at that point I wouldn't have to. No, it's do something else. Technically, best way I could put it is all live streaming software and technically everything based off of live streaming, the layouts, everything, all that. That's me. I developed everything, designed and developed everything. I just never got paid. I got plagiarized, and I never got paid for any of the work. All these companies broke away, caused a lot of damage and whatnot. Sorry, I was just burping. I just burped. I had to. I just couldn't be controlled or stopped. Sorry. But either way, so these people have like started harassing me on a regular basis through subsequent means and whatnot. And so it's impossible to really get to their connection. Sometimes their connection is going through the game, though. That might be why you considered that option. Just like what I call them every time, because I mean that's like the main bring up for. But it's kind of the person. Whatever voice change. A different squeaky voice almost every single pedophile time, because you're a pedophile, so every time is a different pedophile time. The fuck did you around and play work, blame that other? You went for HP. That was, and you just like forced yourself into there and claimed that you were me also on multiple occasions. So I mean, you're just disgusting. Aside from being a pedophile. Like, I give a shit if they fucking see it or not. You're a piece of shit pedophile. Get the fuck out of my stuff. You even use my image every single time you get caught. Because you're a piece of shit. Just because that other dumbass pedophile that you guys was sided with did the same thing doesn't mean that it's a fucking joke. It's not a joke. That shit's fucking gross. You tried ruining my rep. Beyond ruined my rep. It's like impossible for me to even have a name. You're claiming that there's still a possibility, but you're a fucking dumb bitch ruining my stuff just because I was in the middle of doing something else. Dang it. So you admitted to being a pedophile, whatever. You're a piece of shit pedophile. Stop using my fucking image. Stop using my image and stop putting your image there whenever I say my image. For fuck, I don't give a fuck how many people you think you can manipulate. I'm still gonna fucking point it out. Once they have the full fucking recording to that conversation, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you were just fucking lying, man. You're a sex pedophile bitch, like it says. And that's what all the people are gonna think, because you're a fucking dumb. With a pedophile, you expect me to have any fucking pity for you? That pedophile has been fucking other and being a pedophile, and the pedophile even just tried. Oh yeah, never mind. I just stopped telling you. Yeah, that's your fault. You thought it was a fucking joke. Oh, I told you. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Oh man, my gut hurts. No way. Hate being fat. Or I mean, I hate not being fat. That's what it is. From the lack of it. See? And they even deprived my shit because that stupid ass pedophile keeps claiming to. Fuck you, bitch. That stupid ass pedophile keeps thinking it's a fucking joke. See, now he's snapping at you too. You're a fucking dumbass. Whoops. That's funny. That's why. No wonder they tried heightening my reactions, my emotions, not emotions, not reactions. Oh, it was reactions. Oh, so they're going off my reactions. What do you guys? Yeah, of course you guys. I suppose that. Like, dude, the stuff they plagiarized is worth far more than their six-eyed pedophile lives are in like a for generation. Here, you guys are out. It's not my fault you guys thought it was like a governed connection where you're not on. Yeah, get on the phone again and try saying that that's a different fucking conversation because you're a pedophile bitch that's like muting one mic and then going over to the other. Yeah, go record it. Put your butthole up to the fucking camera. See if your pedophile ass will be seen. See, otherwise they just see pedophiles. No wonder she's a pedophile bitch. Whoops. They rape the females just because. You know when? You know how that trick that you guys are doing, where you guys override my picture with your picture. Whenever I talk shit, they would do the same thing, and that's how they would go around raping females. Like, let's say I was like not content. It's the best way I could put it. Like when I was trying to offset when I was trying to sell to Microsoft, I was doing the subliminals for that virtual reality system. That's how. So, yeah, I just zoned out. I just blacked out. Hold up. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that... Well, I mean, it's kind of challenging to explain. Like, they have a lot of people on their side. You guys are... How the hell are you going to try to tell me... No, oh, you're trying to cover... That's what... No, that's shitty. I just not really assumed. I know exactly what you guys are doing. Trying to cover up for it. Because, I mean, if I wouldn't have gotten in trouble... I mean, you guys are using my... Oh, man. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm not liable to get in trouble. I still always have an alibi. I always have a fallback plan. I don't... even if my fallback plan is saying, I don't... Even in a lie detector test, as long as I find a where that my heartbeat won't fluctuate, then yeah, I'll even take some of them pills. Why do you think I have a cavity? I'll have a false cap and everything that day. Fucking bust that bitch out just to stabilize my reaction. How would I just put 20 shots on this guy? I'm not dumb. I've been provoked and betrayed so many times. I've created who knows how much stuff. I've developed far more than this country has ever even begun. And that, like, it wasn't even for space travel. It was just going faster. It's not my fault. I'm like, whoops. I was stuck at the time, so it was all about speed. I was betrayed, just like so I don't talk about this crap, but either way, I was so betrayed that I was just like, not really down. Actually, I was way downtrodden. There's no way to explain it. It was just bad. It wasn't anything like depression or anything. I'm just saying. I was like bored slash nothing to do slash this is a waste of my time. Couldn't figure out where I was. Not really where. I knew where I was going. I was just trying to make money to get to the next destination. And then space travel became something of this sort. And then back into what made me a kid became something of the sort. And then I got into kinetic energy suits. And then, yeah. And then everything. And then how to power my suit. And then how to make sure my suit, like... Well, actually, at that point, after I powered my suit with the major power source, I had a force field, everything. It's like not even funny. Heck no, dude. Once I get into electromagnetics again, or once I get the funds to open up not just a lot, once I get the funds to invest in a few things, it's gonna be dope. Yeah, generating electricity off of that alone is just funny. I was using something completely different. I was just using more like wind power, just higher than gale force wind. Hi, welcome back. No, they plagiarized a lot of that stuff. It's probably why your group has you constantly asking these questions to see what you could probe me for like a natural reaction to find out what they really plagiarized, because you guys weren't completely on their side back then either. They were just trolling everyone, scamming everyone, lying about what they were doing, first off, which is even worse because they were violating little kids on a regular basis. That's the one shit I don't deal with anymore at all. I mean, I never really dealt with it, and there was really no way to deal with it, but I mean, I sure as fuck won't deal with it in the way they wanted me to deal with it. No way in hell, dude. It's gonna happen. No, their 6-side excuses are all just like pedophile excuses in order for them to like go rape another fucking person. In order for them to try to like get their crap through to someone else, and it's like then they become like all like defenseless. It's a psychological aspect. It's similar to Dianetics, but more like a forced reaction. Similar to Dianetics as to the way the brain recovers or recollects something. It's very, very similar. That's why that whole telepathy bullshit, or not telepathy, dream state, mental transfer, script transfer, like body motion script transfer type stuff. Yeah, I did a lot of that stuff back then. That's how I got in trouble. I mean, that's how I not got in trouble. That's how I got shut. I mean, that's how I became something. That's how I got all my stuff, and then I got plagiarized. Dude, I had nothing to do. I was getting plagiarized daily. I was, if I say what else I wasn't really working. Actually, I was working for myself at the time, so I didn't really have to worry about too sporadic or erratic hours. Too erratic of hours. So, I mean, that's kind of how I had my leeway. That's what led to 90% of my like proofs and whatnot, and concepts are in reality proofs, just outlandish sometimes, and sometimes just falsified like proofs. So it's like, in one way, so it's like when they make a concept car that's supposed to be better for the current gravity, or that's supposed to be more aerodynamic and whatnot, based off of like the newest gravity shifts and whatnot. And based off of how fast you're going to be traveling and the speed, how it's going to be affecting the aerodynamics and all the other bull, like the sound, everything. But so if they make it the opposite, it's still a proof as to how physics doesn't work. That's how it's confusing. That's how they confuse people also. Because they'll claim it's one or the other opposed to what it really is. And then they give you a bunch of lies for the truth. Whoops. I'll figure out a way to like explain it, but I can't think of a better way of it. based off of something that's true, that they developed the new body style based off of the new physics that they just learned about, or and hitting, and the acoustics of the materials and whatnot. But in reality, that's a lie, because it didn't do it better, but they claimed that it did. So that's how they tried to get away with it. Based off of the claim. The initial claim. Can't think of a better way of putting it. I think that's the only good way to put it. Well, I'm trying to shut them down for good, so I mean, turning everyone against them is my primary objective. They everyone against me without me even knowing. I wasn't even doing anything. I was just could badmouth me because I'm always like busy. I was just not busy. I'm trying to go pro in, or at least like enjoy my life, or do this. Still just trying to find investors. This is technically. While I'm on the phone, I'm usually just playing or talking to lawyers, or I mean attorneys, or law firms, or doctors, or trying to, or waiting on the phone. Just a waiting game, thanks to you guys now. Nah, I have my ass solid. Oh, those pedophile pussies known as law enforcement are all a bunch of pedophiles just fucking wasting my time and money. Look, dude, the last fucking software I developed for them, that they didn't pay, or not develop for them, but developed specifically to stop like a bunch of stupid people from being stupid, and to at least make sure that they're hacking and doing something of worth, as opposed to just fucking wasting my time and shutting down fake, or I mean shit government websites that aren't going to make a difference because they don't pay me anyways. Yeah, the U.S. Marshals Stingray operation. It's so hilarious. Dude, it showed up. I did not even know, but like a few months later, I ended up checking because I was still trying to get into contact with them. I was trying to report those assholes. Well, I mean, I was trying to, well, dude, they fight fire with fire. That's all it is. They scammed me so much that even their bitches were bitches. And I just couldn't deal with it. I couldn't even figure out a better explanation. They stabbed me in the back so bad that it's just like, whoa, dude, there's no real law enforcement. You guys are all just like scum. The second you guys commit a crime and someone covers up for you so you don't go to jail, that's like the end of life. Like, you guys are garbage. So I mean, fight fire with fire. So at that point I started reporting them and hoping that they actually have some good people on the inside to override their system before they override the overall system. Way too much damage. That's like thousands of years of damage. Like what I'm dealing with now. Stuff I can't even explain because of how do you know you're this old? How do you know like this is you and whatnot? No! That's so heinous. This guy totally just got so mad lucky. This guy totally just baited me. I didn't even see those guys on the rooftop either. I don't see how I didn't see them. Whatever. Nah, I totally forgot where I was at. Oh, it's because they bait that way too, though. And fighting fire with fire. They'll like bait you in to make you think that you have no chance whatsoever when you don't, but they also do it just to avoid you having a chance. So I mean, even when they're like not doing anything bad, they're stupid enough to do something bad because they're just like pre-trained. It's like at the back of their minds because of how many of them are like constantly provoking them, how many times I've called on, or how many times I've gotten them in trouble, how many times they've licked my ball, whoops, how many times they've gotten me into trouble for not wanting to deal with them. Dude, it's not my fault that I don't want to deal with them. and that they're causing more and more crime, and they're not clearing up any of their stuff, and they're just blaming me for their crimes. It's like, I told you guys are doing something illegal. Do not touch my stuff. Make sure you guys shut them down. I know you guys don't go through any real process of elimination other than being a bunch of dumbass pedophiles. But throwing those pedophiles out of my house is what you guys should have been doing. And the bitches never listen. It's probably because you're... No, it's not because I'm such an asshole. It's probably good. Well, that's funny. That's a good one. I had to say it out loud because it made me laugh. I'm not that rude all the time, ever. Not business wise. I mean, the cussing on stream just basically recently started. I wasn't even cussing on stream up until like a few days ago, like consistently. I don't even say for fuck's sake. I don't even like saying the word F word. The F word is a bad word in technicality because of what they try to misconstrue you as saying. Not for any other reason. They'll even use your fingers being in an odd pointing direction to like say that you supposedly were pointing at a person and you said fuck. So I mean at that point they're going to try to blame you for rape and whatnot. That's what the pedophile tried blaming me for last time. As to why he had supposedly slept with an underage female. I was like, what? How the fuck is that even like? Whoops. How is that even anywhere near? I told you don't touch any of that. Get the fuck away. And you still tried flipping. Oh, that's why, because he lied about it. I was just remembering exactly what happened. But they misconstrue it. They'll do the opposite of what you tell them, and then they're like, well, it's like it's just in my head. I'm only supposed to be like doing the opposite, or I tell the cops the opposite, so they never know it was me though. That was in those videos that I sent you, dude. Man. All right, so when I was developing the whole live streaming software and all that, it was based off of being able to view one computer to another. So it's all processing power and whatnot. So what they do is, that's why the processing power is what threw me off. But the coding that I know and the coding that I was looking for is like old school protocols back in like the 1990s, original coding era, like 1990s, 1980s. Back whenever, I think it was 1980s and 1990s, just due to the fact that it was more solidified. And I was going more towards Windows XP type simplistic navigation through all the code and how fast it loads everything. So, as a result, my streaming was way faster, better than everyone, and I was basically able to do the whole virtual processing to make it even faster, make it actually able to push like higher than 4K and higher than like 2,000 to 3,000 frames per second without having any lag. But at that point, it became no frames per second issue. It just became about a stable environment, and then being able to process like whatever your device has to process frame rate wise based off of the refresh rate. That's why I don't like this device having such a low refresh rate. Whoops, sorry. That's why I don't like this device having such a low refresh rate, because it's almost impossible for me to deal with. But back to the point. So one of the ways that one of the protocols is using old, like, it's not really DDoS type protocols. I shouldn't probably even be talking about this, but I mean, they're old like links that they basically would use to bypass your whole system, and then bam, they would send me videos. It's like, but I mean, it's not really an old process. I think nowadays, because I don't know much about, I'm not too much into like the actual code. I just like, it's more like developments and whatnot, and remembering what processes are quicker, what page filing type stuff. Like, basically for me, it's all about speed. If I don't have the fastest system, it's going to be almost impossible for me to deal with one of these kids that has like maybe slightly better skill or just a slightly better turning radius issue, like their ability to turn better, opposed to like do something like this where I back and I spin around in order to throw off their movements when they're rounding about me. Or like I'll push to them and I'll like drag back out. Like I'll push straight at them and then I drag back and out. Movements to hit all the all the angles in between. Some of these little kids just snap to and pop me to death like every time, and it's like, well, how are you gonna cry about it? He's not even hacking. And I'm sitting there bawling, like full-fledged crying, because it's like, well, no, I can't even cry hacks, but he's totally hacking. It's considered a different type of hack, but whatever. So the only way to deal with this is to have a fast enough computer to where your brain doesn't get encumbered with the thought processes of what step I have to do next, what step I have to do next. Instead, the whole time you're just thinking, okay, I can shoot, I can shoot, I can shoot, I have a clear shot, 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 I have a clear shot. And that's every shot up until you kill a person. Opposed to before being like, oh, I'm lagging. Oh, am I gonna hit him? Am I gonna hit him? Is it gonna stop? Is my cursor gonna stop right over his body, right where I need him to, or is he gonna lag out and be a frame behind, a frame to the side? Bam. Competitive wise, it's impossible to deal with. So yeah, it was all about like cleaner, faster, everything. So they got mad at me. And they got mad. That was